Gentlemen of the press, you are all aware that some members of the United Kingdom House of Lords have called on the UK government to apply sanctions on Nigeria based on an erroneous report of rising number of killing of Christians by terrorists and state actors in Nigeria. The call, which was contained in a letter to Dominic Rao, MK-UK Foreign Secretary, House of Commons, London, was signed by David Patrick, Paul Elton, the Lord Elton of Liverpool, a Liberal Democratic member of the UK Parliament, Caroline Annex Cox, a crossbench member of the UK House of Lords, and others, but most remarkably, the former Nigerian President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. We had thought that since one of our own is involved in writing the letter, that at least the UK parliamentarians would be properly guided in their assessment of the security situation in Nigeria. Unfortunately, this has not been the case, as we have seen traces of partisanship, deliberate attempts to twist facts in order to arrive at predetermined conclusion. The issues. The petitioners, rather than being objective in their analysis, reduced the entire Boko Haram, terrorism, and other criminal activities by armed groups to a religious conflict. They also allege cases of human rights abuses against a particular faith by armed groups and actors. While it is true that more needs to be done about the security situation in Nigeria, it is definitely misleading to reduce the challenges to the four lines of religion and to accuse the Nigerian military to either conclusion or inaction or perpetrating human rights abuses. The most uncharitable is to use such baseless allegations as a basis to call for sanctions against Nigeria. This is most unfair because if there is any administration that has given the issue of security a deserved attention, it is the current administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Since May 2015, when the Buhari administration was inaugurated, it has taken bold steps to curb terrorism, insurgency, and other crimes in the country, hence cannot at all be accused of sleeping on the matter. Within the last 1 year, the Nigerian military has neutralized over 2,000 terrorists across the northern parts of the country, arrested over hundreds of their members and informants, and destroyed their weapons and operation facilities. This is in addition to major feats recorded in the previous years, which have restored normalcy to most parts of the region. Nigerian troops, for instance, have entered the base of the terrorists at Sambisa Forest and captured their center, which is called Camp Zero. The troops have also recaptured territory seized by terrorists, including 20 local governments spread across the 3 states of Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe, and brought them back to the country. They have retaken captured military bases in Bama, Mongono, and Goza, as well as recapturing territories captured by the terrorists, while the efforts of the military has made it impossible for the insurgency to launch further attacks on communities living there. Added to that, Nigerian annual military expenditure has grown from $1.8 billion in 2016 to $2.1 billion in 2021, at a compound annual growth rate of 3.73%, according to a report by Strategic Defense Intelligence. To boost its preparedness and resolve to flush out the terrorists, the Nigerian Army last year purchased more equipment, including the Chinese rotary wing Avid AV500 drone to carry out ISR missions at medium altitude, carrying out strikes and stay airborne for 9 hours while fighting terrorists. The Nigerian Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukuru Yusuf Buratai, at a time even relocated to the centers of the conflict and stayed in the trenches with troops until substantial damages were inflicted on the ranks of the terrorists. The battle was so fierce against the terrorists that the leader of the Boko Haram terrorists, Abubakar Shekau, was heard weeping in an audio tape about how his men have been subdued by the Nigerian forces and had even considered surrendering.